Hello and welcome. Okay, this video, I'm gonna do my best with it. It's gonna be about a little bit about shaving. Okay, so just nice, fuzzies coming in everywhere. So I visit my barber once a month because my hair doesn't grow fast. So once a month is perfect for me. With that said, I like to stay somewhat cleaned up in between. Now, my barber is amazing. He really is. Okay. His name is Nick. Call him Nick the Barber.
Nick the Barber, fierce and bold, cuts with.
And he gets me a really nice, good shape up and everything. All I have to do in between time is just kind of follow along his pattern to keep it good until my next visit. So for us who want to do the same thing, I have a few tips, tricks. No, not really tricks, just a few ideas to kind of help you along. Now, when it comes to keeping the shape, grab this quick. Most guys are going to use a razor like this, with all the little blades. Don't do that no more. It's actually bad for your skin, and it can cause a lot of irritation. You don't need this, and these things are expensive. No more wasting the money. This is where it's going to get tricky. My barber uses a Shavette. As a matter of fact, he uses this very same one with a cone. These can be a little more difficult to use. Shavettes are also different from a straight razor, as a straight razor is an actual fixed blade that you have to sharpen. Most of us don't have the time or the patience or really know how to sharpen a blade like that to make it so razor sharp that it cuts hair nice and smooth. For you who can do that, hey, great, go ahead and do it. But for those of us who just want to make it quick and easy on ourselves, these guys work. If you're too afraid to use one of these, if you're not comfortable with it, then buy yourself the safety razor. That's that one with the square head, takes the that double-edged breakable blade. Those are great because you'll be able to get that nice clean trim all the way around with less chance of any nicks or cuts. I've used a couple of different blades. I actually get the ones that are already, I guess you could say, broken in half. And I've used Parker blades. I've used the Derby blades. For me, I ended up with this guy. 100 blades, Amazon, $10. These things are real nice and sharp. They work great. Now, if you do want to buy a Shavette, Amazon's another, again, great place to get them. This Facone. They also have a bunch of different styles. They even have wood handles. This one's an all metal. I originally got it because it was black and had a little gold accent, so it looks kind of cool. This was only $15 on Amazon. It's actually a really good starter. Like I said, my barber actually uses it all the time. Very simple. You lift that, and you just kind of pry it open. Pops open just like this. You got your two little nubs. This is where, and I'll show you on the blade itself, this is where your groove of the blades are gonna sit. And then you just kind of hard to show it, but you have to like lift it up and over a little bit, pinch it close, and then you close that back on there and it'll hold the blade. I decided to get a little fancy after I started getting a little more comfortable. And I got the Parker. This thing's great. I love this thing. all stainless. It has, in my opinion, a much more significant clipping mechanism. When you close it, you can actually hear it click. I like that. And the only downside compared to from this Parker compared to this comb is the and I'll actually show it to you too. Let me pull out a blade real quick. Yeah, they come in these nice little paper things, little safety. Open it up. So these blades are flimsy. So just so you know, first time I got one, I'm like, why is that blade so flimsy? I didn't know. The two grooves that I was actually talking about are these two U shapes just above those holes. And then okay. So I'm gonna tilt this camera down so you can see what I'm talking about. You see how it sits in those nubs right there? I know it's a little dark. That's where it sits. Okay. And then you just carefully, nice and carefully, don't cut yourself. Close that on there. Oop. Sits in like that. And you can see this blade actually sticks out pretty decent length. Not bad. And it's nice because you can get more strokes before it gets too full, and then you have to clean it up. Parker, same exact thing. The nubs on the Parker, to me, sit better too. Can't focus. You know, they have better nubs. Posts, whatever. Same thing. Close it down over. Lock it in. This blade does not stick out as far, but that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Still gonna cut just fine. All right. Number 4. You see, it's a little on the longer side. Now you can go ahead and go right into shaving them, but you might get some snags, a little pulling, a little more irritation on the skin. I don't do that. I got this guy. Other Amazon find. I think it was like 25 bucks, maybe 30. I don't know. This thing's pretty cool. Now, button right here. I did actually change this head out to this style because the T shape is better than the one that it came with, and it has more of a zero edge to it, so it gets real close before I start shaving, which is awesome. Makes life easier. Okay, now this is where it gets important. Your shave gel. To see where you're at, what you're doing. You don't want to use a phone because the phone's going to block the view. So you get yourself a nice clear shave gel. Again, Amazon. I started off with this stuff. It's nice. It's okay. It's like 10 bucks. It wasn't bad. I ended up not liking it too much because that's peppermint oil. It was actually kind of too much for me while I was shaving. So I started looking around a little bit, doing a little bit of research. And I came across this stuff. Level 3 shaving gel. The Aqua. Good stuff. A little thicker, but I noticed that it works so much better. And then afterwards, usually I take a shower after I shave, get it all off, clean my face up real good, get the pores all nice and clean. But after I come out of the shower, I still end up using this guy. Post shave balm. I mean, it's better than liquid crap like Old Spice or something. And don't get me wrong, if you like that's what you like, use it. But this balm is a lot better to me. And this does have the peppermint, but after I take out to the shower and everything, it feels much better. It feels great. So say it can be a little difficult to kind of do the best I can. So I start off with this guy. And I got me one of these little brushes here. Okay. It's like 2-pack of 4 on Amazon for like, I don't know, $5 too. Because that's what I use to kind of clean this. I also use this stuff afterwards. My barber uses it. He turned me on to it. It's great. Keeps all your stuff sanitized, lubricated, and clean. Get some. So, all right. So nice, quick, and easy. I'm gonna be looking in the mirror while I do. Kind of push the hair out of the way, up and over, so I can see the line better. And then just you already see the difference. Now I'm not gonna bore you with shaving my whole face with this thing, so we'll be back when this is done. Okay, and we're back now. See? If you also just don't want to use the razor for anything, that thing gets super close. It's almost like a day after a shave. Actually, that's why I really like it. But I like to shave, so that's what we're gonna do today. Start off with some hot water. With this stuff that I use, you really don't need to do the whole hot towel thing. Can if you want. Nothing wrong with it. What's that in there? Yeah, everywhere you know you go shake. Alright. Now have yourself a paper towel or some toilet paper or something ready so you have something to wipe this down. Alright. To holding it like that and get it comfortable in your hand, but you're gonna be looking at something of this nature. Alright. Don't be a weird guy like this. I usually hold like that. That way I can get my fingers on there. Something to keep in mind. light pressure. Do not need to push very hard with this. You're just going to cause irritations and whatnot. So, up, out of the way, short strokes. Keep the skin nice and tight. Nice, light, even pressure. Let the blade do the work. Something else to keep in mind, you're supposed to be holding it at like a 30-degree angle. Reset the next view and see if you missed any spots. Missed any spots here. Good. And then the face. Can't grip it. That's that. Nice and clean all the way around. Smooth. By keeping the skin pulled in the opposite direction that you're going, it lifts the hair up so that way when you shave it, it gets skin close without it going too far down, and that's what causes a lot of that irritation. Guys, I taught myself how to use this thing. I just watched a bunch of videos, and yeah, first time I did it, I nicked myself a couple of times. Something else I want to mention though. Look at the head of these. You notice they're not very wide. That's what you want. There are some Shavettes out there that have a very big head. You don't want that because it's going to block your view and it's going to make it harder to get a nice precision line moving forward. And then it's stated you can use these blades a few times, like 5 or even 6 times. I'm a one and done kind of guy. If I'm putting something on my face, I want it to be super sharp every single time. So one time. Make sure you dispose of the blades properly. For me, I use one of these bottles. It's very thick plastic. It's got a big opening. You can use anything you want. You can even get like a miniature sharps container, but in the bottle it goes. That's it. And then, wipe it down, give it a little spray. Keeps it clean. You don't want dirty crap on your face. So, and then, like I said, the bomb's pretty much self-explanatory. You just put a little bit, and then you just massage that in real well in all the spots that you shaved, and it'll help keep any irritation down. Like I said, I usually do it after I take a shower, which is what I'm about to go do. I had a long day. I'm stinky. A little trick you can do when you're learning to use these guys. Remember, you ain't got to start off with no fancy one. This thing was like $30. Practice. Get the blade in. Get some shave gel on. Anywhere on your arm. You can practice the angle, the pressure, and your grip. You can do it on your arm, do it on the thigh, wherever. This way you don't slice up your neck or face or anything trying to learn how to do it. You can start off in the area where the skin's going to be a little more tougher to help learn. It's actually what I did. No nicks, no cuts. If there's anything I may have missed or you want to know, just hit me up in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I know this video is long, but I appreciate your time. Now get out of my bathroom, you pervs.